Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Purdue's offense will start this game off. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by you. He can run through you. He really has the whole package, and that's why he's a superstar, and that's why they'll feed him early and often.
At the 40, there he goes. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Boilermakers moving quickly to the line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Shoots it to the left. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Keep it on the ground. Keeps the legs moving. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. So Miami's offense has the ball for the first time. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. Two physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, two alphas, two guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on first down. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
First down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
He'll keep it himself. Oh, ball's out! And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Quick pass on the jet motion. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Canes are in the hurry-up.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot.
A shot toward the end zone, and swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
When you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive, they dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort.
And it's a little close, a little too close for comfort, but I'll tell you what, the quarterback's got to be aware, right? When they're taking shots or throwing the football close to their own end zone, got to know where they're at so they don't give up the safety. Good job by the quarterback. I'd like him to get rid of the football next time, but at least he didn't take the safety.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Canes want to move quickly. Johnson wants to throw it. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut punch.
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. They'll give it to the back. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They run the reverse. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
They'll line up for a second down play. They'll go to the counter play. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Boilermakers! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split them out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this.
Looking deep down the right side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Johnson looking to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it inside the 30. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit in this one.
Fires to the big fella.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route run. He's beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
After the short completion, it's now 2nd down. Trying play action. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. And the Hurricanes in the hurry-up. Johnson wants to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find the...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. And he made the grab with enough for the first down, but not enough room on the sidelines to stay in bounds. It's 4th down. The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
And the Canes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense and they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Makes the catch and knocked down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and they got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
The Hurricanes will punt this one away.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
Wide open downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The Boilermakers headed quickly to the line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team's being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Gets it out quickly. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the first down.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! And that one will... Purdue. Second half.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Buffalo is in front. They've represented Western New York so well today, but they still have to finish the job, and that's not a given. They're up by 11 over UMass. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Johnson looking to throw. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Snaps it in the shotgun. Going up top. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it inside the 15. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Canes! And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Buckley. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another.
He is smashing people. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a 1st down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominate at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Canes are marching down the field. They'll go with a direct snap. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And the Canes will hustle to the line. Johnson wants to throw it. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd down, going up top. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Quick tempo here for the offense. Pushes ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
Try to barge their way in. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same time.
Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
And that's a big-time play by this defense. When you needed it the most in the 4th quarter, this game is super close, it's tight. Not only do you make a play and get a stop, you put points on the board and you get the football back with a chance to salt this football game away. That's how defenses step up late in games.
He'll take it on the return.
Returner is tackled down at the 37. And your Miami Hurricanes will take over.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you've got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Unleashes one deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
If I'm the offensive coordinator right here, man, I'm trying to find some easy gimmies. I'm trying to find a way to make this offense easier right now because everything seems hard. Like last week too, man, just completion percentage is not great. This offense is just not moving like it should, and they got to find some ways to make this thing easier.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And offenses practice this situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
The short hands. It's Washington. He makes the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. How about this? They go empty on 2nd and 2. They're bringing heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The field goal is no good. Missed an opportunity for a little cushion. The lead is still 5. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a sack. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. And that ball is picked off. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Johnson looking to throw. Lets it fly. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
The defense is up against it now, man. You're playing on the road. It's a hostile environment. It's late in the game. Someone's got to step up and make a play. Nice job there knocking that one down for the incompletion.
Quick strike complete. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Miami. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody beat them.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner. What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Washington State answered the bell away from Pullman today with an impressive victory. The Cougars knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 4th down, looking for the completion. That's caught. It's Branch. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to move it through the air. Coming after him. Touchdown, Canes! And the beatdown has ensued. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.